broken my heart so many times I stopped keeping track.
I would always ride my bike up here from my bicycle from anywhere where I was working for the summer, and I would stop. This is at the age of 18, 17, 18, in tasting rooms, and I would frequently end up spending the night with vintners.
Wow.
You know, saying, "Oh, where are you coming from?" And one time I was with a guy named John Bueller in the Napa Valley, and I was walking around in his vineyards with him, and he had a little baby in his front pack and a toddler next to him. I think they ended up having 5 kids, and I just went out there with him and saw him popping berries in his toddler's mouth and looking through the refractometer, and it was right there that I realized that wine growing grew good people, and I wanted to be there with my kids. My dad grew up with his father in agriculture.
Wow.
And I wanted to have that same lifestyle, but I never thought it was very practical. At that point, at the age of 17, going, I want to be a winemaker.
Yeah, right.
Well, who becomes a winemaker, you know?
Yeah, how do you get there?
Yeah, you don't. So instead, I became a professional bagpiper, and was actually the ship's piper on the Queen Mary in Long Beach for a little while. And, of course, that proved to be even less practical.
I would think.
So I did the next easy thing. I became a chemist, a physical chemist at UC San Francisco. And I doing HIV research, and I finally saw enough, mostly young people, die that I said, you know, life is way too short. I chucked away a perfectly good career in publishing chemistry journal stuff and went back to school for yet another job. Another degree, much to my parents' chagrin, in wine growing. And I haven't stopped since 1984.
Wow. So. Well, and you've been producing fantastic wines, and I'm just absolutely thrilled to have an opportunity to have you come in because, believe me, our customers know who you are and what you've produced. They loved your wines all the way through all of the wines that you've done. They're really going to love this new wine. I have to tell you, I tasted it. It was awesome. It's Greg all over, man. Wow, you did a really nice job, and so keep up the good work, and you know, we're so happy that you're producing the Danaw wines. It really shows the quality and care that you put into your wines, and there's a lot to it, you know.
Well, I have to say, Scott, that I really appreciate what you do here. This is a lot of hard work and financial risk that you have involved. And from all of us hose draggers here in Sonoma County, I want to say thank you for getting the wine out to the public. This is we're getting calls from people back in the Midwest, and you're putting the word out, and
they're figuring it out.
It means that I get to do more of what I love to do.
Well, and that's what I want you to do. That's the whole idea. We have an agreement with our winemakers. I make crappy wine, so I promise I'm not going to make wine. You guys go out and make your wine. Let us do the marketing and the other part of it. That we have the expertise in, and it really marries quite well. And we've been open since March of last year, and we're pretty happy. We're trending in the right direction in the worst economy on the planet, and we're still here. So we can't go wrong. We've got great vintners like yourself making killer wines, and the public loves it. My wine club members we're ready to close our wine club. Just so you guys know, I told you I'm going to close it this month. At 300 members, we are 10. There are only 10 memberships left on the planet, and I have somebody that wants number 300. So actually, there's technically only 9. So these are going. So let me tell you guys a little bit about what's coming up this week. We've got John Pita playing on Friday. If you haven't seen John Pita, those of you that if you live within 200 miles of the tasting room, please come down here. You can get